share the link very quick. Facebook.
Yep.
And cool.
Following the JPR right now.
I'm just kind of just riding along as I get the link spread out here on Facebook, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. Done all we can at this point, so we'll just continue on. So, let's see where the battles are now. We've been out of touch. We have Bowtie within a second, excuse me, of JJ Dog. Which what? Oh, JJ Dog has come in again, so he is, now JJ Dog will be good to the end, as he's on new mediums. And this is going to get interesting. How quick can he make his way up the field there with all those guys on hards? Can he contend for the lead at the end here with 10 to go?
Yeah, so JJ Dog has a lot of ground to make up for sure. 10 laps to go. It's going to be tough to get through that many people. But if anybody can do it, he definitely can.
Sure, and Alkaline also worked his way up to 9, so he's now in the points for Red Bull. Bowtie be looking to do the same. He's going to have to make up about 3 or 4 seconds to get up to Alkaline. And just still doable, yep. Plenty of time left to do it.
Yep, for sure. Got JPR on the kind of the old medium, so it looks like he's going to have to make another stop as well.
That's true, so they might be able to capitalize on that. Back to the leader, so JJ Dog is 52 seconds behind the leader as it stands. That is a lot of time to make up for a guy that's on hards in the lead right now, and it should be good to the end. So I'm not quite sure on this one. Within a half second of Joseph and Bet closing in on the end of sector 2 there, going into 3. Now we kind of have a train of cars here. JJ Dog now all over the back of Alkaline. Obviously he's looking to make up positions. So a 3-car battle here for 8th place. Apologize, we are having numerous technical difficulties. And it looks like I might be taking you to the end of this race with 6 or 7 to go here. As we see this battle heating up between JJ Dog, Joseph Bet, and Alkaline Rage. And it looks like Cruisers gets by JPR. Oh, JPR has pit, so he will be dropping down the order. As he might be able to throw some fresh softs on it to see what he does. Nobody puts the hards on, so he's just going to be confident where he's at and just make it to the end at this point. And JJ Dog probably is looking to make the pass on the straightaway coming up here, going into turn 1 on Alkaline Rage to get that 8th spot as he tries to make his way through the field as fast as possible, but man, as the field's stretched out, I just don't see it happening. But we will ride on board as he makes the pass and does it cleanly. And we have a yellow flag, sector 2 and 3. That might be a Alpha. It's an Alfa Romeo. Infinite is off track. Not quite sure what has happened, but it looks like is he gonna be able to get going. I think it's a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Oh my goodness, not sure what is happening here. We're back to green flag racing, but we sure hope he's doing alright. And hop back down with Alkaline here. JD Dog would be able to make that pass easily. Alkaline is still going to bring some points home as it stands for Red Bull. We'll see if Joseph and Bet can do anything about that. And Infinite has retired, so we have a retirement in the pits from the Alfa Romeo driver, unfortunately. The yellow sector 3 will disappear here in a little bit. Alkaline now falling back a little bit from JJ, but maintaining the gap to Joseph and Bet. And everybody seems pretty spread out. We have JPR on those new hards sitting in 5th with 16 seconds back from 4th, so I think he's going to be looking for a good solid finish there in 5th. And Sid Wolf and Big Bambino have had a fantastic race as of late. As they're keeping it tidy and looking for a good points finish there for themselves. Next we have Trevor Pound tuning in saying, "Get in there, Bowtie." Bowtie in 11th, looking for some points, but he's 8 seconds out. So hopefully we'll have to see what happens, if anything happens, if he can capitalize and get into the points. Only one position out, which those points being extremely crucial for Red Bull at this time. Looks like our closest battle at the moment is El Shackle in 14th, and just sitting 1.5 seconds off of the back of Kevu. He's had a bit of a rough race. I know he had to drive through and he was tangled up in turn 1 there, or 2 or 3 towards the beginning of the race, but he has recovered nicely to have a solid 13th place finish. And on the fresh mediums, he might be looking to see if he can catch Phase or not. So that's in the 12th. Phase coming into the pits, which is interesting on those only 7-lap old mediums. Not quite sure why, unless he has maybe some wing damage or something. Oh yes, and he's getting a wing replacement going on to the softs. We'll have to see how many positions he can pick up after this unfortunate thing. Oh, we have a yellow flag sector 1. We have El Shackle, who looks like has lost the rear end and spun, but he gets back going, no damage to the car. Maybe some hot tires, but 4 laps to go. I think he's going to deal with it. Yeah, that moves him down into 13th, unfortunately. He does have 19 laps on those hards, so definitely going to be stretching him out, as are some of the other field. We have Bowtie with 17 laps on him, Joseph Bett with 17 laps. And then the top three all have 14 laps on their tires, and Cruise Steamers with 16. So a lot of guys stretching those tires out. Looks like it's going to be just fine, though, as far as getting to the end. And unfortunately, JJ Dog's strategy is not appearing to be working out, as he is still quite a ways off of the leader. Looks like he's 49 seconds. So unfortunately, it was just a not the strategy to be had today. It's looking very tidy and good for Big Bambino sitting in first place. Also, important to note that there's been a lot of penalties here as far as track limits, so we'll have to see how that stacks up post-race. And might have some position changes based on those penalties, so it'll be very curious to see what the outcome is of that. As we see Alkaline getting a 3-second for multiple warnings, I imagine that's a track limit thing there. But Alkaline looking fairly clean. He's maintaining his gap really to JJ as far as I can tell, with that just over 4.5 seconds. But JJ is starting to close. He might be able to get to Buck by the end of the race for 7th. We'll have to wait and see here. Oh, we might have Jonathan Dunk back in the Sky Sports commentary box here shortly. He's just able to join. He is on a beach somewhere, in a condo with unreliable Wi-Fi, so he's doing his best. Looks like Buck is starting to close on Mr. Delia. He's now down to 2 seconds off the back of that McLaren. Now under 2 seconds, so we're going to stay with this battle as it is the closest on track for the time being. With 2 laps to go for Bambino, who's sitting in first place, who has ran an excellent strategized race. And Sybil as well, just behind him. But Bowtie came in for some softs, but it's not looking like he's going to be able to capitalize on any points. However, Joseph Bett is in the pits and is now exiting. But looks like Alkaline will pick up some points for Red Bull today, just behind JJ Dog. And Buck now has that gap down to 1.5 seconds. To Mr. Delia. Last lap for Bambino, who has done an excellent job today in the Renault, representing the Renault boys. And Sybil just behind him with the Mercedes, and Jigga Man Joe, who we haven't talked much about, but doing fantastic in the Williams. Mike is looking very tidy to get a P3 finish in Spain this afternoon, which will do good things for points for all three of those drivers. Big Bambino in the last sector now, going to come through the final chicane. And again, we'll have to see. Oh, and he gets a 3-second time penalty on that last chicane. We'll have to see how these penalties stack up. Will he be able to keep the win as he crosses the line? See Sybil. Oh, Sib going wide. He's going to get across the line, just about 10 seconds back. And does finish in second place. Jigga Man Joe also across the line. Jumps into P2 due to penalties. So Jigga Man Joe, fantastic race from him going into P2. Our next to cross the line is Crewsters with the second to most laps on those hard tires, 20 laps. He crosses in P4, followed shortly by JPR in the Racing Point, who was looking very good early on, but had some troubles. Would have been on the podium, but nice recovery to finish in 5th. Now Mr. Delia and Bucks are very close. We'll have to see if any penalties come into play here. As Delia goes across the line, and followed by Bucks and JJ Dog, who all finish right in line. And Alkaline Rage to bring up the end of the top 10 there. So an interesting race, a lot of strategy played in here. And the medium to hard looks like it has played out on top for Big Bambino, Jigga Man Joe, and Sybil. So great race for all you three. And we will see you all next time. Good job.